Yo, yo, yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is June the 1st. We blessed to see another month, man. Let's keep it rolling. MLB season is moving right along. As we're into the next month, I want to talk about we only got 4 games, man. I was a little disappointed when I seen the schedule. I thought I'd have more games to work with, but we got to play the slate, man. That's the first rule of anytime you're playing DFS, you got to play the slate first. So we're gonna acknowledge the games. We're gonna know that some of the picks will be more chalky. So if we're playing GPPs, we want to kind of diversify a little bit. Maybe take a chance on somebody you wouldn't normally take a chance on, just because the ownership will be so tight, man. But I'm gonna get right into it, man. It's not a ton to talk about. I'm gonna give y'all my picks and then I'm gonna get out of here, man. Starting off the first game, the Boston and Orioles game. 4.8 to a 4.3. We have Rodriguez versus Wade Miley. Next game, we have the Yankees versus the Blue Jays. CC Sabathia versus Marco Estrada. 4.1 to a 5. Then we have the Diamondbacks versus the Marlins. Zach Greinke versus Jeff Locke. 4.2 to a 3.9. Then we have the Twins versus the Angels. We have Adalberto, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, versus Alex Mears, 4.2 to a 4.4. And yeah, man, that's the slate, man. That's all we got. That's all we got to work with today. But we gonna make it happen. We got to get to the green line, man. Y'all know the rule. We got to do our homework. And from what I'm seeing on this slate, man, I'm definitely paying up for Zach Greinke. He had a really bad game his last time out. He's definitely going to be in bounce back mode. Should get run support. Arizona's going up against a lefty and Jeff Locke. I don't know too much about this fella. Anytime I don't know too much about a fella, I normally want to target. One thing I do know, he is a reliever turned starter. So he's there to eat up a few innings, man. So I think Zach Greinke is definitely the top pitching option. Other options, I think Marco Estrada is kind of interesting. He's been pitching really well, man. But my biggest holdback with him, I think, just going up against the Yankees, man. I don't like taking pitchers against the Yankees, man. I really don't, because they have so much power throughout their lineup, man. So if he walks a few batters, things can get ugly really quick, because they have a ton of home run power. So I think I'm going to stay away from him. CC Sabathia has actually been pitching very, very well. But he's going up against the red hot Blue Jays, man. I'm talking, they putting it together, man. They're gonna go on a huge run, and Donaldson should be back in the lineup. Tulo, so they're gonna be stacked, man. So, and they have a ton of right-handed bats. CC is a left-hander. I think I'm gonna avoid that situation. Rodriguez, he could be a decent play because of the K upside. And we know Baltimore strikes out a lot. They're going up against a lefty. They struggle a little bit versus lefties. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would feel comfortable enough taking a chance, though. I'm going to just play it safe, man. I'm going to be real 100. I'm going to just get Zach Greinke, man, and I'm going to fill up the bats, man. I'm going to get whatever bats I can afford. I can tell you some people that I want to target. I definitely want to target this Jeff Locke guy with some of these Diamondbacks. I think they should be in play. Implied run total of 4.2. I think this is bumped down a little bit because wind is blowing in at about 9 miles per hour. So maybe they're thinking the home run prop will be a little lower. But I think we can definitely pick on this guy. And I want to get some of these angel bats. Those are going to be my 2 top options, just because they're going up against the weakest pitchers. Now, the higher implied run totals is Boston and the Blue Jays. For good reason though, man. These teams they're powerhouses, man. They're gonna score runs regardless of who they're going against. But I think both of these teams are going up against two decent pitchers, man. Um, we got to wait for Boston's lineup. Their projected lineup right now looks crazy. They have a few guys in here, that you wouldn't expect to be playing on a regular basis. You wouldn't be expecting seeing this high up in the order. So we got to wait on that. But, yeah, you can definitely pick and choose some of these Boston bats and Toronto. They're definitely in play. But as for me, man, my top two teams I'm targeting, definitely Diamondbacks and Angels, man. I think my philosophy, I like to just go at the weaker pitcher. And especially if you got decent hitters going up against a bad pitcher, I think it ends up being a wonderful outcome, man. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 top bats before I get out of here. Starting off with, I think I'm going to pay up, man. At some of my positions, but I think the first baseman I want is going to be Albert Pujols. We all know he's chasing history. It'll be nice to have a late night hammer come through with a home run, and Albert Pujols, man, I think he's definitely in play. I just got done talking about how I want to target this pitcher and get some of these Angel bats, so he's going to kick things off. Another bat. You got to get a little different. I'm telling you, another bat I'm gonna get is Jake Lamb. I know he's going up against a lefty. I am aware of the splits, but I think his ownership will be very low. And he's still the same guy, man. He's still a big bat. Offers power every time he steps up to the plate. And like I said, I see this pitcher getting in some early trouble. And if Jake Lamb is actually batting lower in the order, I think it causes for more RBI opportunities, man. So I'm going to lock him in. And then my next bat, I'm going to just go with Mookie Betts, man. The man has been seeing the ball well. He's been on fire. Stolen base upside, power, doubles, triples. He does it all, man. He can lay down a bunt, get on first base. So I think versus a lefty leading off, man, he should be in a very decent spot. And then just feel free to pick some of these Toronto bats, like straight up. I think they're all in decent spots, man. But I don't necessarily want to stack up against CC, man. I still give him respect, man. Same thing with Wade Miley. I still give him a little bit of respect, man, because they are decent pitchers. Same thing with Estrada. I just think these first 2 games are they're very close, man. The teams, they're both decent teams. All 4 are decent pitchers. So you can kind of pick and choose. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pick and choose the bats that I want because, somebody's going to get hit. Somebody's going to score runs. But as for me, I'm not going all in on those. But the bottom 2 games, I'm all in, man. I'm stacking up against Locke and what's his name again? Alberto. I'm stacking up against these guys, man. Hopefully this video helped, man. Hopefully we can get to the green line. I want y'all to bless up. Have a wonderful day. Cash out, man. Hit me up on Twitter at DFSMasterMind_. Let's get it.